Hey guys, Deborah with Pinching Pesos here, and it's time for They Paid What? Sales update video. I know I didn't do one last week. I've been having a hard time controlling my time. So that's been a lifelong problem for me. So and we got new stuff going on around here. Last week was kind of busy. My nephew is started online school at home this week, and that's a little different for me. So that doesn't excuse last week, though. I don't know what I was doing last week. I went shopping. No clue. But you can see over here, there was a huge uptick in my sales since I started listing on January the 13th. Because you can see there was this huge break of just nothing and just really kind of low sales days. But right here was when there was like no sales, but on the 13th I started listing like a crazy person, and I put up like 120 new listings between January the 13th and like January the 26th. And you can see there was this huge uptick in sales. So I'm so excited about that. I had one of the most amazing weekends. I hit like $371 in sales in a 24-hour period, and I was super stoked about that. I'm pretty sure that was a record as far as like there wasn't anything that was like, oh, I sold a $300 item, you know. So yeah, it was pretty exciting to kind of see like the fruits of my labor coming to be. And but then I don't know, for some reason I do this. I go through these bouts of where I'm just super productive, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. So I went shopping, and then I didn't like do my haul video because there was kind of a lot of stuff. Um, but I will do that because I actually haven't processed any of the things that I bought last Thursday, and I spent 300 and what, $70, something like that. Yeah, it was crazy pants. I checked out 3 times and I spent 5 hours in the same store. I was live tweeting it, however. I don't use Twitter. But I was sending pictures in Messenger to my friends going, oh my gosh, look what I found. Oh my gosh, look what I found. And I was like, you know what would be fun is just if I just live tweet this, sourcing trip. So I was doing live tweeting while I was in the store, kind of showing what I got and just making little comments and things like that. And that was a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to start doing that from now on. Maybe not every trip, but it was fun. I liked doing it, and it doesn't take a whole bunch of battery like Periscope, and I don't really like Periscope. I don't like that it forces you to watch it like right when it's happening, and I don't like that it's like all shaky, and it makes me kind of nauseous to watch Periscope videos. I really think it's more fun to just post the pictures and the comments about the things. So I will be doing more Twitter. Maybe I'll get into Snapchat because apparently that's the next big craze, and I'm just now learning Twitter like 10 years later. So it's like me and then like my grandpa are learning Twitter together. So I'll probably try to give Snapchat a go. But on any of those platforms, it's still just pinching pesos. I'm the only one. Yay! So you can find me on any of the platforms if I ever decide to do Snapchat. We'll see. I'm trying to be more social media conscious, but it's hard to learn something new. I think once you hit the age of like 25, you kind of just like, yeah, I learned all the things I need to learn at this point, and I don't really want to learn anything new. So it's like, But anyway, so let's get into the sales I had for the last 2 weeks. So we're looking at the time frame from the 17th of January through January the 30th. I did a total of $1,919 in sales on Amazon and eBay. I forgot to add that I did have a $20 sale on Bonanza. So yeah, so we'll just say $139, not $139. $1,939. It's a huge difference. My profit came out at $927. The item that I sold on Bonanza, I guess I'll put it at another $10. So we can just say that my profit was 900, and we'll go on the low end. We'll go 935. So that's pretty incredible. I am very excited about that. So I've got a lot of growth kind of coming up here with the new items that I bought last week. Those need to get listed. A shipment needs to go into Amazon. And then I have 7 boxes of stuff coming from the Pallet Rejects stuff that I buy. So yeah, I'm actually doing really well with that stuff. So I've decided that at some point here really soon, I should be able to just buy my own palette, because I'm like, look, if I can make profit on the crap that came off the palette, like on the junk that came off the palette, then I should be doing just fine with being able to sell all kinds of things that came off of the palette. And then also going along those lines, I ran out of room for my listed inventory. I've had to put 2 shelving units outside of the covered patio, so they're on the outside of the unit with closed lidded. They're lidded. Uh, they got lids, the plastic totes, and so that way the weather won't really get to them. But I really don't like that. I really don't like that they're out there. Even though I know there's not going to be an issue, I just don't like that they're out there. So I've actually looked into a program called Celery. That's Selery. They offer all kinds of different services, and they're located in Dallas. They do offer a FBA prep service. They offer a eBay fulfillment service. So basically, you can do just like you do with Amazon. You can send them your eBay stuff, and they will ship it out for you. They will store it and ship it out for you. So I'm thinking about trying that out. And also they offer a service where they will list your item for you, and then you can go and like they'll make the listing for you and take the pictures, and you essentially send them your items. They make the listing, they take the pictures, and then when the item sells, they sell it for you. They ship it for you. So I'm seeing this huge opportunity and advancement, but I can't really wrap my head around doing it. Because that's a lot of control to give away. It's almost like Amazon where there's a lot of control that you give away. And so I don't know if I'm going to be using the listing service at all. I thought maybe it might be something that I do. Sorry, I got interrupted. It's not, I'm not really sure, like, if I trust my pictures and things, because I can be kind of particular about my pictures. That I ran into that with Patrick. He was very helpful and it was great, and he took good pictures, but they weren't my pictures. And so it was really hard for me to relinquish the picture taking process to somebody else. But I'm thinking that it might work in the sense that I could sell clothing or things that I don't normally like to list, that maybe I could relinquish those tasks to them on that area, on things that I don't want to list. We'll just have to see. But the first thing I'm going to try out is their actual storage and shipping services, because I really think that if I could get rid of my shipping process and give myself some more storage space, that it would be okay. So I'm going to try that out. So I told him what I'd do is I'd send him like 20 items and just see how it goes. It's very inexpensive. They charge you $20 per shelving unit. And the shelving units are like your general size shelving unit, like the ones I have back here. $20 a month per shelving unit, and then they charge you $2.50 per item that they ship out for you, and that includes the box and packing materials and all of that stuff. Plus, they use commercial plus shipping rates, and they'll ship at like the cheapest shipping rate available. They do pricing comparisons the same way that you would when you were shipping something out. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out, see how it goes. Let's get into the sales. That was a really long spiel. I should shoot more videos more often, and then that way I wouldn't have to talk so much on each one. So eBay for the 2-week period had $1,300 in sales. Profit came out at $559. So let's just get into what got purchased. Sold more pantyhose. $11.95 free shipping. As you know, paid 99 cents for those, and they were actually only 79 cents, but I count them as 99 cents for my cost of goods. These sold surprisingly quickly. When I bought them because they were cool looking. But then when I actually did investigate them, their prices just weren't very good. They were selling for like $20, $15. I priced them at $39.95 and they sold. I paid $9.99 for them. My husband tried to steal them, but they're not his size. Sold these. These came off of a ceramic cat or pet fountain that I had bought. I had pieced it out, parted it out because I wasn't sure about the pump, if the pump was working, and it was actually worth more money parted out than it was whole. And so these were also included in that, and I had paid like $4.99 for the whole thing. And these went, I thought they went on sale. $8.95 free shipping. Next up was this little cup I've kind of had for a really long time. I paid $1.99 for it, or maybe $2.99, can't remember. Went for $12.95 plus shipping. It's just a little mommy sippy cup, and it's decorated. It finally sold. Okay, so I had 6 packs of these that came from the Pallet Rejects. I misread. Well, I didn't misread. I kind of did. I listed these wonky. My wording wasn't correct because I kept seeing this message. People were selling 2 count per box, 5 boxes. 200 count per box, 5 boxes. So I was like, oh, well, that's 5 packs of cigarettes, which is wrong. It's 10 packs of cigarettes. So I just messed up. I listed these late at night, and I messed up my wording. Even though I was saying that they were a 200 count box, it was supposed to say equals 11 packs. But what people were saying was that they had 5 boxes that they were selling, so you were getting 1,000 rolls. So I sold mine for $22.45 or $24.45 free shipping. And the one person didn't say anything. They got 1 box. And the second person said, I only got 1 box. And there's supposed to be 5. And I was like, yeah, I kind of rethought that title whenever I wrote it, that it might be confusing. And then I realized I didn't even have the pack number right and all of this stuff. So I told the guy, I said, look, here's the deal. I'll refund you $17.05, which is a total of 4 boxes. And then, you just keep the one you got. So he was happy with that, and we were all good. He wasn't a jerk about it or anything. It was just like my mistake, and I worded it weird and miscalculated anyway. So yeah, it worked out. So there they are. I made my money back on them anyway from like the very first sale, so it was okay. Alright, so here's my graphing calculator battery cover. I had bought a graphing calculator, and then when I tested it out, it just like didn't work. It had like really bad screen pixelation, and resetting it didn't help. And so I was like, well, I'll just take the battery cover off. And I took a picture of the battery cover, and I listed it all within like 5 minutes, like less than 5 minutes of the whole take it off the shelf, test it, and do all that crap. And it sold like overnight. So there you go. And then these I bought at Marshall's for $25. They sold, and then she wanted to do a refund, saying that she had found them somewhere else cheaper. She probably went to Marshall's and found them for $25. So she did a return, and she paid to have them sent back to me. So And she never opened the package. Like all the shoes themselves were like still the way I packaged them when I sent them. And so I got them back yesterday and relisted them. So, and then my huge lot of embroidery thread sold for $71, free shipping. I really wish that somebody else would have bid on those because the lady upped her bid 3 times. So if anybody else would have bid on them before the auction ended, it would have just like gone up and up and up and up. So I don't know how high she had hers in for. I wish I knew. But still, $71 wasn't bad. I ended up paying, I think it's probably $16 for everything that was in there. Let me see. Yeah, 16 bucks for everything that was in that lot, because I put that together over time. It wasn't something like these things had been bought at one time, and then stuff that was inside was bought at another time, and then this case was bought at another time. So it was something that I actually put together. And then I sold this to another reseller. I had 2 of these. One is a size 6 and one is a size 7. And super cute little dresses. I just thought they were adorable when I saw them. I think I paid $4.99 for each one of those. And this came off the Pallet Rejects. The box is kind of messed up, but other than that, it was fine. $22.95. I think I put in a cost of about $2.50 on those. This finally sold. Good God, I've had this thing listed forever. If you ever see these little mini prep pluses, the bowls and the lids and the blades, they all sell really quickly. The bases like take a lifetime to get rid of. But the bowls and stuff like that, those are good, especially the chopping blade, because I don't know, the way that it's made, it cracks. And you can't use them when they crack, they get bacteria in there. And then these finally sold. I've had 2 sets of these for like 2 years. And these finally sold. I had paid $2.99. Might have not even been that much. Maybe $1.99 for each box of them. I have 2 boxes. And this is the one that got refunded. And then I sold this. This was bought in a pack of why do I keep saying, and I sold this? Of course I sold this. This is a freaking sales video. I bought these in a pack of like 3s. I've already sold several other ones. I paid $2.99 for each bag. So this one has like $1 by cost. Somebody sent me a message saying that, oh, I have a deaf grandchild and this would be perfect. Can you just make a copy of the instructions for me? And I was like, that's rude. No, I can't. So I didn't say that though. I actually Googled like free cross stitch, sign language, I love you patterns, and just like sent her a link to some that were free. I think it's rude to ask somebody like, oh, can you make a copy of something that you have for sale so I can have it for free? She just like made me like a cheap offer. Anyway. I've had these for a very long time. I will probably never buy another set of these. I've actually passed up a set of those last week. Ah, my Prime Now order is here. I will be back. So Austin has Prime Now, and this morning I needed paper, and I didn't want to go to the store because it was cold, and it would mean that I had to put on shoes. And these are really heavy boxes, and I don't want to carry them. So I ordered a Prime Now delivery of 5 reams of paper, and they bring it to me like these little Prime Now bags, and Austin is a no plastic bag area, so it's all paper anyway. And then I got some notebooks and some binder and a divider for my nephew for his classes. And then they had these pretty colored pencils on pens on sale, the felt tip pens. I got those. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, I passed up a set of these jelly rollers like last week. I won't buy any more of these things. They sat for a long time. But I paid $4.99 for them when I got them, I believe. This is a little set of spreaders that I had in a bag. It was like a grab bag of stuff from Savers where they just put all kinds of different stuff in a bag. And so these were in there. And so I had them for a while. I never could really find a comparison for them, and I wasn't really sure what to do with them. So they just got stuck over in one of those bins of unlisted stuff. And so when I was listing all of my stuff over the last 2 weeks, I pulled them out and took pictures of them and listed them and just set a price for them. They sold like the next day. So yeah, they're gone. I would say that they had probably cost me 50 cents. I paid way too much for these. I thought they were $1.99, but when I got home, the sticker said $4.99. So yeah, I paid way too much money for those. They sold on best offer for $16.10. I'm not sure what was up with that price, but anyway. And then I sold the hot rods of this one. 2 rolls of that, that's all I had. And the guy sent me a message the other day asking if I had any more, and I don't. Okay, so here's an example of using proper keywords to make an item more desirable. This ice pack everybody has listed as ice pack, and it's super duper cheap. But I decided, since it's small, because I had seen on the reviews from Amazon with people saying, well, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was. So I said it was kid size and that it was a boo-boo bag. It was for ouchies. Like, I marketed it as a boo-boo bag. And so it's sold. This one went to England. They paid, I believe, $9 and some change in shipping. Might have been $12. Oh, yeah. It was $12, $14, $13, $14, $13. Went off to England, so I made something that was kind of like, what is this? Seem more desirable, because it is a really small little ice pack. This clown's been around for a good while. I didn't reevaluate my pricing on him just because I've had him for a while. I know that's a mistake that a lot of people make sometimes, is that things that they've had sitting there for 2 years, like, they priced it on the value then, but then something over time has changed and it's worth more than it was, and you've just been reducing your prices because you're trying to get rid of it, and then, like, you turn around and you're like, oh, it's worth more now. I ended up selling this for $19.95, free shipping. I paid, I think it was like, what did I pay for that guy? $2.99. I paid $2.99 for him. I had him priced really high for a while. I think I had him at like $60 at one point, then it went down to 50, then went down to 40, and then he got down to like 20. So I'm just glad he's gone. He's been around too long. And these were in the Pallet Rejects. These are skinny jeggings, and I sold 3 pairs to the same lady. I had a hell of a time getting these orange ones. They're like an orange red, and I had to like edit the color tone because even the color on like the manufacturer site wasn't the right color. It didn't look that color. So I got a whole bunch of pairs of these in the Pallet Reject stuff. There was like 20, 25 pairs, something like that. 24 pairs, 25, there was 25 pairs. So I've been selling them for $11.95. Right now they're on sale. I paid $7.99 for this. It's a USB converter for your records, and it converts. Oh, look, I had a typo. It's a tutu. It converts to MP3s. I did say that there wasn't any software in there, but you can download it for free. So yeah, it's sold. It says best offer, but I thought it would full price. Oh no, I did go on best offer for $33. These cute, adorable little Hello Kitties. I got this one and this one, the blue and the pink. I had got it at the Goodwill for, I paid $2.99 for each one. They sold to the same lady. She bought the pink one. I sent her a message in the offer saying, I have a blue one. If you want both, I'll give them to you for $20 each. And I had the blue one marked at $29.95 and the pink one was at $24.95 because the pink one was more common than the blue. So she went ahead and bought them both for $40 free shipping, and off they went. This is from the Pallet Rejects. These are also from the Pallet Rejects. I think my pricing was off. I'm not sure where I came about in saying that these were $19.95. I know on Amazon they're $14.95. But I don't know why I priced mine so cheaply when I did. See, the only other set is $39.45. And those are mine. I don't know why I priced them like that, because they were really heavy too. I paid quite a bit in shipping. They went Smart Post. Yeah, they went Smart Post for $8.33. They were 3 pounds. And I don't know, my pricing was just off, but I still profited almost $5, so no big deal. And I sold a lot of collars this weekend. I had like 5 collars that I sold, so I paid $5.99 for these. I think I'm profiting about $4 on each one. Yeah, $4.28. I only had a couple that I listed on eBay. The rest of them went to Amazon, but there was some that didn't have listings on eBay, like the gray size large. They only had medium and small on their listing for some reason. If you're ever making a listing, can you just make all the sizes? Because if you're making a variation listing and you're only putting like small and medium and not large and extra large, just add the large and extra large in case you happen to ever come across it at a later date. Because it's really annoying to like not have those there. It's a variation listing with only part of the sizes. Let's keep going. All right, and then this was part of the Pallet Rejects. This went for $20, I believe. Yeah, 20 bucks free shipping. And then these I bought for $9.99 and they went for $39.95 free shipping. I always buy the MBTs. These were in really good shape too. These were, I should have upped the price because they were like in very, very, very good condition. I just kind of, I keep my MBT prices at about $39.95, so I just price them that way. This came out of the Pallet Rejects as well. It went for $15 best offer. I think the guy started out offering me like $5, and I was like, no. And I kept countering back and forth, and we got up to 15. More colors. These I've had for a long time. I don't even know where these came from. They must have been in a box of something like that I had bought, and it was just like extra stuff. But I went ahead and listed these, and these sold for $12.95, and they were just sitting over there for like the longest time. I don't have a printer for them. I don't know what they're for. This came out of the Pallet Rejects. This was a whole game, and the whole game just doesn't sell for very much. And so I parted it all out, all of the pieces. These are my listings, all the pieces and the boards and the things. So these sold for $9.95 free shipping. And then this also came from the palette stuff. Just a little makeup set. I think that having the gallery photo like this, and I just put it together in Picasa, you just make a collage. So I think having the inside and the outside visible in the gallery picture really helps. Lid to a Cocomotion, $9.95. I guess I'll have to part the machine out because I had to take the lid off of a machine that I already have because I couldn't find the lid that I was supposed to have. So I guess I'll just sell the little whipper and the base all by itself. But they are selling, the price on Amazon has totally gone up a lot. A lot, a lot. promotion. $99 Prime on new. Used Prime is $59.95. Yeah, the price is doubled. It had gotten down pretty low. Let me see, they were down to $30 or whatever. But Prime price has really gone up. So if you can send them in to the warehouse, have at it, do it. It's worth it. Especially if you can't sell them on eBay. The prices over there have gone up, but they're just not as good as they used to be. You used to be able to sell a used machine for like $80. And then they went on Bolo, and then they died, and then they've come back. So yay. This is Pallet Reject stuff. $14.95 free shipping. I bought this for, it was $26.99, and then white tags were half price. So I paid like $14 for it, $13.50 or whatever. Sold for $89.95 plus shipping. Torso track. Oh wow, it looks like you can just sell the pieces. And this was also part of the Pallet Rejects. This one went for $40, free shipping, and was a really nice otter box for a iPad. You have to be careful because I sold an iPad case, and Amazon said that it was iPad 1 and 2. Well, the iPad Air 1 and 2. And it does fit the iPad Air 2, but it covers up the camera. And so it's not a proper case for that. So even though Amazon's answer section said yes, it fits, it doesn't fit correctly. So I have a customer that has something that they didn't want. And it went to Australia, so I have to try to fix it. More pants. These I bought in a pack for $4.99, and I went ahead and they all came together, so I sold them as a set, and they went for some money. $16.50 free shipping. They went first class. So, and then I had these red boxes from a merchandising job that I did, that we were supposed to change the boxes out, and then the boxes just kind of sat in the trunk of my car for a long time, and then they got moved to the shed, and they've been sitting in the shed for like 2 years. So these went on best offer for $60 free shipping. And the shipping on those was, I know they went Smart Post. I've been shipping a lot of things Smart Post lately. Shipping was $13.77, so not bad. It was a really heavy box too. This came out of Pallet Rejects too, and this might be something to watch out for. This is the Dwell Studio Woodland series that has apparently had a lot of the pieces discontinued, so they're not available anymore. It's really cute, kind of neutral set. You can see it's got the little woodland creatures on there with deer and bears and little foxes and squirrels and stuff. And yeah, so it's been discontinued on their website. It's not available. So if you see any of these pieces, I would suggest that you buy them, because you know how people are. They've got something that they want to keep as their baby room, and they'll pay a pretty penny for it. This was a bed skirt. That's all it was a little dust ruffle. $69.95. More collars. I paid $9.98 for this at Texas thrift store. The guy was just offering me, like, we went back and forth on these really low offers, and then I settled at $50. Paid $9.98 for it. So this came out of some makeup that I had bought from Savers. I don't know what happened, but somebody donated a bunch of like unused makeup, sealed makeup. I bought a bunch of like Avon and Mary Kay and just Stella and like just, I don't know, just all kinds of different makeups. And I haven't listed them yet, but I did list this, and it sold me $3.95. I had paid $4.99, I think, for each bag that I bought, and each bag had a whole bunch of it. It was like a really full. So yeah, it was a good deal. I just haven't listed the stuff yet. Wow, did the price on these go up? 32 bucks. Anyway, these are little heated clips you use for your curlers. I think I paid $2.99 for these. Sold them for $16.95 free shipping. I sold another piece of my train. I will be glad when this train is gone. I will not be buying any more trains. And this went off to another reseller who wanted it for her dog. I had this priced a lot higher. I lowered the price because I had a customer call me that had bought one, and she said the little tank that came with it for the spray was empty. And I told her, oh, well, it's just refillable. It says it's refillable. I think you just put water in there. And she's like, you can't open it. So I went to go get the other one I had, and I looked at it, and it was an actual, like, sealed little tank. It wasn't refillable. The collar's refillable, but not the refill thing, which explains why a customer that I had in England probably thinks I'm an idiot, because he asked me a question about it being refillable and what you were supposed to use in it. And I was like, oh, you just put water in it. And that's not the case. And he's probably like, that lady in Texas is dumb. You actually buy a refill kit. It almost looks like a butane refiller. It's just an aerosol with a little tip on it. And it has like an unscented spray or like a citronella spray. So my customer that called me to resolve this, all I did is I told her, I said, well, it looks like the refills cost about $8. You know, I can refund you $8, or I can just buy you one and have it shipped to you. And she said, oh, just, you know, buy one and have it shipped to me. So I did that. And then I was in a hangout, and another reseller was talking about the dog collar, and she's like, I need one of those for my dogs. So she bought that from me. And she got it for a lower price than when I sold the first one for, because I had lowered the price and relisted it based off of the fact that it didn't have the refill. And another color. So that's it. That's all the eBays. And Amazon, we were at $248.47 for the week of the 17th with a profit of $132, and we were at $371 for the week with a profit of $235. So all in all, sales came out, and I'm not going to count Bonanza, it doesn't count, $19, $1,919 in sales and $927 in profit. I will be super busy next week, or later on this week. I have seven boxes of Pallet Rejects stuff coming. I will be doing a garage sale really, really soon. I have 2 boxes of stuff that just weren't appropriate for eBay or Amazon. They're not selling on the local Facebook pages, and I'm not sure why, because it's like brand new shoes and stuff like that. I have a lot of phone cases and just things that just aren't good for the online sales. So I'm gonna have a garage sale. I've got a ton of stuff out in the shed that just needs to be gone. So there will be a garage sale coming up probably end of February. Especially with these 7 boxes of stuff coming in, I'm pretty sure I'll have like 2 or 3 that are just like, meh. So that'll be good for garage sale too. So sorry this video came out really long. I was running my mouth for 10 minutes when it first started. So hope everybody's having really good sales. Make sure to check out the reseller stew coming up. Well, we're having a show tomorrow. It's just going to be a regular show. We were supposed to do the clothing special yesterday, but I wasn't feeling very well. Plus Nicole's son, it was his birthday, and so it just kind of worked out better to move it to next week. But we will be having a makeup show tomorrow, which is Thursday, February the 4th at 11 Central Time. Not sure what the topic is going to be. I think it's just going to be casual talk. I told him we'd have a gossip show and we'd just talk about the other ladies that aren't on the show, but that was just a joke. So anyway, check us out tomorrow. Make sure to join the Resellers Do Facebook group so you get show updates, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.